It was we always kind of had this like conversation. I think since Game Pass was a thing.
Since it was invented.
Yeah, since
like the first day.
We were just like, Game Pass is crazy. How long till this, goes away? It was all the way back in 2017. How naive we were.
June 1st,
June 1st, 2017 when it debuted at
the
$10.
Xbox Game Pass, $10. $10. Yeah. This is only like 8 years ago. $10 a month.
Yep.
For 100+ games.
Yep. And then in 2019, they added the Game Pass Ultimate. And then they did the Game Pass for PC users later in May. All the way to 2022. That's when they got Blizzard. Or when they announced its intention to acquire Blizzard. Yes. That finally went through almost a year later, I believe. And then what was it? Game Pass Ultimate raised the price to $17 in 2023, in July of 2023. And it looks like here we are now. I guess the one before this, they started kind of restructuring. And
honestly, I feel like the restructuring was the writing on the wall. Like if you can imagine, like when they build a house, they always start with a foundation. Like I feel like the restructuring was them starting to be like, okay, like let's break this apart. Let's get this all nice and cut out. Then the Activision thing goes through in October the year before. So it's like, yeah, we're now at the point where they have structured this for extreme monetization. The thing that is crazy though, and this to me, this is one of those things where it's like we watch major companies make decisions that a normal person would think is insane. And it makes you wonder how many people at the top are just surrounded by yes men. Think of it this way. We have watched them over the last 8 years slowly, carefully, like grow this system out, make acquisitions, partnerships, then literally overnight, a 50% price increase.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something doesn't add up with this because there's no one that runs a company that knows that when you, like, everyone is getting that for value. Like, why would you not do 10% every 2 months for 14 months? Why would you not like to raise it slowly over? Like, why would you not do something behind the scenes? Like, I feel like they were trying to say something with this. And I wonder if it's the same thing that Twitch was saying when they allowed multi-stream, where they're just like, yo, we won. We know you're going to get this anyway. We know that like there is no other option.
Yeah.
So now we're going to drop the hammer on you. Now we're going to start making money on this. Now that we've lured you here with the honey, we're going to switch it out with salt. And it's like, but you're here anyway, and there's nowhere else for you to go. Just like Twitch did. No more contracts for streamers. You're all going to stream here anyway. Like, because we know we're the big fish now. So what's wild about that is like they could have done this 1,000 different ways. Why this way?
Yeah.
Why would they do something that they know? I mean, dude, there were so many people refunding Xbox Game Pass. Their site crashed.
Yeah.
Literally for hours.
Yeah.
And it's like, they had to have seen that coming. Like any thinking individual is like, oh, you're going to jack the price up 50% literally overnight? Of course you're going to have a massive amount of people boycott it. Like, I don't know. It feels very strange, man. It feels like one of those things where it's like, did a human make this decision? Or did just something go through a bunch of corporate teams and nobody stopped it before it happened? It's a very weird situation.
Yeah. $29.99 now for Game Pass Ultimate, 50% increase, like Coach said.
And literally overnight.
Like, yeah, well, it was 9 days.
That's the wild part.
One day it was $20 for Game Pass Ultimate.
$19.99.
Yeah, $19.99, and now it's $29.99.
And the best part, the worst / best part, was their justification for the increase. It's just like they didn't, when they announced the price thing, they didn't even say the tangible benefits the increase said. They said additional benefits added. It's like, are you crazy? Like nobody's going to look at that and be like, oh, it's okay. We're getting additional benefits.
Well, that's the article too.
I know, but it's just like the official announcements were just, it seemed like the messaging, the plan, like, I don't know how somebody came up with this idea and thought it was it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, these are your benefits. Unparalleled access. It's just nothing really changes.
But the problem is all three of those things at the top of that, you were getting for $20.
Yeah, you were already.
So it's like they have nothing to sell. There's nothing to upsell.
Yeah.
They caused even more confusion when they tried to do this stuff with Call of Duty, and people were like, "Wait, is it included or not included? What's going on?" Because they had that line where it was like, all Xbox upcoming titles excluding the Call of Duty franchise, and everyone was like, "Wait, what part is that excluding? Where is that excluded?" Like, yeah, crazy, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. It says in the article, Ultimate subscribers now get access to 75 day one releases. This includes some of the most anticipated upcoming games: Call of Duty Black Ops 7, High on Life 2, Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, The Outer Worlds 2. These join a growing library of more than 400 games playable on Xbox consoles. They added 45 new games today. This was on the release sometime this past week. And then they named Blueprints, Clair Obscure Expedition 33, Silk Song, and then talked about EA Play. It's all stuff that, was already there that you were getting for $19.99.
And you want to hear something else crazy? Here they are increasing the price of their monthly value to now $30 a month for the Ultimate. And now the most popular games we're seeing are getting to be less and less expensive. Indie darlings, big blow up, smaller games. Mega Bonk, great example.
Yeah.
So what that means is, as we start seeing those games come to prominence more, every time you go to your Xbox Ultimate Game Pass and you download a game like Mega Bonk, Microsoft wins because you play 30 Megabonks in a year, and it would have been cheaper to buy 30 Megabonks and pay for that.
Yeah.
Like, we've officially gotten to the point where we used to be able to say, oh, Game Pass is no-brainer value. That's what we used to say. Those three words, no-brainer value. There's enough on this where if you play games regularly enough, it is a no-brain decision that you will save money with Game Pass. With this price increase, like, there was already people that were starting to kind of like analyze it harder in the last few years. But with this, it's just like, I'm seeing people all over the place being like, I totaled up my last year. I didn't spend that much money. Cancel.
Yeah.
Like, and you see that over and over and over. So I wonder if this is like the critical mass. I wonder if $30 is going to be their ceiling. I can't imagine them going more expensive. Granted, we don't have access to the metrics. Like, who knows how many people are actually buying this, but it is very wild, dude. It is very wild. And like, here's the thing. You see that big list of games? A lot of these games you can get on Steam for $1.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, they just put Fallout 1.
Yeah.
They had Fallout 1 in that list. Like, it's like, how can you're literally saying, like, it's starting to get a little obfuscated here. Fallout Tactics, like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're really hoping that people just ride out that Xbox Game Pass is value, and that they just don't look into it. I think they're just hoping that people they just keep their heads down and don't pay attention.
Probably. I mean, the other thing too is this is right before or right in the middle of, big release season, right at the start of October. And so when you look at a game like Call of Duty, or you look at a game like, all the big titles they said they're coming up soon, Outer Worlds 2, all that stuff, and that stuff is added to Game Pass, most people are going to be like, well, I could spend $30 on Game Pass, or I can spend $240 on these 3 games over the next 2 months, $30 is definitely what I'm going to go for, over $240 of those $70 to $80 games. So maybe that's what they're trying to go for. I don't know.
I mean, there's no question that there could still be value as long as they don't start like restricting hours and titles per month, which, let's be blunt, that may be the direction they're going. But as long as they don't start doing that, then there's no way if you play enough games, you can get value out of this. I think the argument though is like, of the games you're really playing, like, it's easy to say like the $70 Call of Duties and stuff like that, but like, really go through your library and be like, how many hours did I put in, how many hours of indies did I put in? How many hours of AAA did I put in? I think a lot of people will be surprised, especially when they start adding up those indie amounts, where it's just like that number's just not gonna, that number's gonna get closer and closer and closer.
Yeah.
And right now, for a lot of people, I think it's too close.
Yeah, yeah. It. I mean, you can't. I can't look at it and think anything else other than like greed, right?
Oh,
Like it's just
and
so much money.
someone in chat just brought up a really good point. Remember that almost all of those big titles, they're going to let you buy them to play them earlier or pay extra to pay them earlier. So
Oh,
it's like
sure.
if you are with a group of friends, if you want to play with your streaming community, if you are like that little $30 a month, you're just going to start like, oh, I'll just pay an extra 20 for this one. I'll just pay an extra 20 for this one.
Yeah.
And do that 15 times in a year. And I mean, you're done. You're cooked.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. There's also, and I saw a lot of industry analysts saying this as well, that they think / have heard rumblings that like this is now the brand for Xbox, right? They have positioned themselves as the Netflix of gaming, and they're done making hardware. Like there will not be any more new Xboxes. Dude. They're just going to put Game Pass on everyone else's platform and become a Game Pass service that has first party titles, a subscription service that has first party titles.
This was published September 25th. Just 3 days after it was discovered that Costco had removed the Xbox section from its US and UK websites, the warehouse-style retailer has confirmed it has pulled all Xbox product lines of its console from its offerings.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like there are major companies that are just like, we're not going to sell this. No one's buying it.
No one's buying it.
We're not going to waste our shelf space for your console that no one is buying.
Yeah,
that's one of the first times we've seen that for a game console.
Yeah, and it, you know, I can't look at Costco and be like, well, that's dumb. No, it makes sense. You're a company. You want to, you know.
They want to put things people want to buy there. And also to Xbox's credit, I mean, you can just buy a console online. You don't need to go to a store to do it, right? I mean, it's like at most you can buy entire, like, and with Game Pass and everything, you don't even need the console. Which again, maybe one of the reasons they're kind of, Xbox has been pushing people to that over the years. But
yeah. And there's also other factors in there like tariffs and all that crap. But the fact of the matter is Costco took them off shelves for whatever reasons you want to throw at it. They're no longer there. So yeah, I just think that like you're not going to see another Xbox. They're done with the console business because why put out hardware? There's no point.
I saw some questions in chat. Costco did confirm they will continue to stock and carry Nintendo and PlayStation hardware. And on top of that, they said, we don't have any plans going forward to carry an Xbox console. Quote, it was a business decision.
They're probably just not moving them. Yeah.
So that's, people in chat were coming up with some crazy reasons why they were doing it. They said it was a business decision. So it's like,
yeah,
can't get much more from the horse's mouth.
I mean, I'm trying to, I know my brother, I would consider him a quote unquote normie gamer. He's not necessarily like, he has hardcore tendencies, I suppose, by whatever you want to lump that into. But he sold his Xbox earlier this year to get a PS5 Pro because GameStop had one of those things where they were giving, I don't know, extra value or something to it. One of those like trade-in things. And so he went and traded in his Series X to get the PS5 bump. So, and I know a ton of people did the same. There's really not many reasons, especially when like you can turn on your TV right now and there's a Game Pass app on most smart TVs to where you don't even have to have a console. You just stream the games, you know, from a cloud service to your TV. So why would I go buy a $650 console that can do the same thing my TV can that I already own? And for
now
Xbox,
with streaming services and stuff, it's becoming even crazier.
Yeah. With Xbox, I think they look at that and they're like, well, maybe we just make it $30 and try to make it as appetizing as possible, as fast as possible before, you know, the holiday season hits with all these big titles.
Out of curiosity, do you think the price increase is an act of desperation due to the studios that they've bought? Is this them floundering a little bit?
Microsoft has giga money. I don't know if it's desperation.
I know they have giga money, but they also need giga reason to not shut down all those giga big purchase studios they bought in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's like I wonder if they're trying to like somehow justify the value of their studio purchases by saying that we have this first party system that people are using. And I wonder if like they were just like, it needs to be more expensive. These numbers aren't adding up. It needs to be more expensive. Overnight 50% price increase.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It seems crazy. This is just such a weird situation.
It is. It is.
I'm like trying to figure this out and I just can't.
Definitely seems very abrupt. Given the response that I think at least our social sphere and kind of the general, I would say hardcore sphere, the amount of refunds that I've seen on that thing are staggering.
Some of the Twitter threads, dude, were hundreds deep. There's some threads on Reddit that were just, again, probably hundreds or thousands deep of people just rallying around being like, yep, I refunded. Like everyone. I mean, they must have lost hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a month overnight.
Yeah. It's maybe even more gruesome thinking about Call of Duty, right? Because Call of Duty it's the cash cow. That's why Activision Blizzard is Activision Blizzard. It sold millions and billions of copies, and now this year it's not doing so great.
Did they jack up the price of Game Pass so people would refund?
What do you mean?
Did they jack up the price of Game Pass so people would cancel it and buy the games?
Oh, I mean, maybe if they're
that was what I was going to ask. Like, it's something I'm not 100% on. Even if you don't have Game Pass, you can still buy the games from the app, right? Like if you want to pay like sticker price.
Yeah, you could still straight up buy like COD for $80.
The part I hate about this is going from that perspective. Like, so much makes perfect sense by what they're doing right now.
Where they win on both fronts.
It would win on both fronts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the people that don't pay attention, they just get $10 extra a month from them. All the people that leave now have to buy their favorite games. Like, yeah.
I do think that
I wonder if this is somebody inside Microsoft finally deciding, you know what? Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Well, maybe we should start like just bringing all the whales in and chasing all the regular people away. And then we can just like keep jacking the price up for them and let everyone else buy their games at retail.
I do know that Call of Duty was mostly a PlayStation title in terms of like console user share. Most people that bought COD was on PlayStation. So
4 people in my chat posted variations of Microsoft reportedly estimated $300 million sales loss on previous Call of Duties due to Game Pass.
Oh yeah, I did see that article a while back. Yeah.
So just that alone might be worth chasing people away from the system.
Yeah.
I wonder if that $10 increase was like the difference in how much, like, I wonder with that 3 million number, I wonder if they were like, if we jack the price up by 10, then, you know, if X amount of people stay and X amount of people buy, then that 300 will get less, you know, like, I wonder if that's the whole point, is to just chase people off so they'll buy Call of Duty.
Maybe. I don't know. This year's COD is rough. So we'll see. We'll see what the plan is.
Oh, thank you. For those interested, the 300 million news is on Bloomberg. Co, you need Game Pass to play online?
On Xbox, you do.
Is it Game Pass? Do they still do Xbox Live?
Well, that's all one package.
All one thing?
Yeah.
But I don't think you don't need the version of that lets you play Call of Duty to play them. Like, you can have the basic version.
Right. You can have the
Okay, so that's a little different. That's a little different.
Essential plan? I don't know what plan.
That's like the old Xbox Live thing they used to do. Yeah, you know, it's just the new evolution of that, I'm guessing. You can see how much I play Xbox multiplayer.
Right, same, yeah.
I don't even know what I had to do it anymore.
We're all
no, that's actually a question I wanted to ask you guys. Like, for me personally, I'm really not sure if like $20 a month I could justify. Like, I probably there were months when I didn't use Game Pass at all, but there was months when I did like 3 games from them or something like that. You know, so I'm like, okay. But now I don't know. Like, even as a streamer, I don't know if I use it enough to make up for the $30 a month I pay. Like, most of my shit comes from Steam or Retro.
Yeah.
Like, what about you guys? Do you guys use Xbox Game Pass enough to justify it?
I have never owned any game.
I'm trying to think. What?
Oh, you've never done game.
last...
Okay.
I think I played Core Keeper on Game Pass, and I think that's leaving Game Pass soon.
No, we had. Wait. I remember I had to use Game Pass once because it was the only way we could install a game early via the Microsoft Store. And I spent a day getting that shit to work and said I'd never touch the system again.
I think I do remember you did that.
Yeah. I think that was my experience. And I was just like, oh, it was so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the Microsoft Store is just, it is a trap.
That might have been for Blueprints, maybe?
I don't think it was Blueprints.
Okay.
This was years ago.
Oh,
It was a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, hold on a second. People are saying like the PC Game Pass is not changing. What?
The PC Game Pass is going from like 12 to 16. So I think it's going up a little bit, but I think people are mostly shoehorning that into like standard inflation price increase kind of deal. I don't see people flipping out about that really as much.
I'm looking at an email.
That's wrong.
And I don't have Xbox Game Pass on console. I haven't played an Xbox console in forever.
Yeah.
And I got an email from Xbox saying, starting November 4th, the subscription price will be $29.99.
Yeah.
Like I got an email directly from Microsoft saying like your shit's going up.
They have Microsoft Game Pass, and then they have a bunch of the three tiers of that. The highest one is the one that just got the $10 price increase. Then they have Xbox PC Game Pass, which I believe is different. It's like it's not like one of the tiers, it's like a fourth. So I believe that's that. I don't think there's a $30 PC Game Pass version.
No, chat's saying it's $17.99.
Yeah, the top is like $18. It's not quite the same thing.
Yeah.
I think they actually call it PC Game Pass. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into it.
And that might still be worth
they
it.
might have sent that email to everyone that has a Microsoft.
That could be
account.
too. Yeah. Yes.
In fact, you know what? I've never signed up, so let me tell you if I got one. What was the email title?
I did get something like that. Zeke, what was the name?
Changes to your Xbox Game Pass subscription price. That's the heading.
There you go.
Changes to. Oh yeah, no, I didn't get that. So if it says changes to your, that definitely makes me feel like it thinks you're signed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's your current plan: Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Your subscription price is changing from $19.99 to $29.99. So it seems tailored to the person. I mean, to the plan, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's what mine says too. That changes to your Xbox Game Pass subscription price. Thanks for being a subscriber of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your current plan. Yeah. Then I told you all your benefits and links to that article we were just looking at.
Excuse me.
So, yeah.
Okay. So I need.
My board just said in
cancel.
chat. I just calculated every game I bought that was released this year, including all major releases, 88 games, taking into account all discounts. It came to $197.65.
It's regional pricing, not U.S. pricing, but still, same thing.
Still, yeah, like for him, that's over a third.
Yeah,
that he would have wasted with Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, do the math. It's worth going and doing the math for sure.
It's wild. It really is.
If it's
really
worth.
In fact,
your interest. Be smarter.
Aren't there
about
websites that let you tell you the value of your Steam between dates? I know there's one that tells you the value of your entire Steam account, but I'm pretty sure you can do dates like when things are added.
Yeah.
So you may be able to just go to a website and be like Jan 1st, Dec 25th, or Dec 31st, and just get like the total amount of Steam purchases you made.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yep, it's worth doing. See where your money's going. See what you can get with it.
We have officially with this price increase, we have officially entered the age of this is no longer a no-brainer. Everyone needs to figure out if it's value for them.
Absolutely,
like this is the end of that generation officially.
So
we were kind of already there, but this is the nail in the coffin.
Earlier this week, someone in my chat asked, "So what is the best deal in gaming now? If Game Pass is not," and I had one, but I'm sponsored by it, so I don't want to say it, but it's still $200 a year for GeForce Now. However, with GeForce Now, having something like Game Pass benefits you. So I don't know if it's like worth.
That's a little different.
Yeah, it is a little different. So maybe Steam sales.
You've changed, JP.
I have. I know. I really have.
No. I think
Bundle?
for,
What does Humble Bundle
especially
do?
here's the thing, the NVIDIA stuff I wouldn't really say is pertinent to our conversation, because that's a fantastic conversation to argue, should I buy a good computer or like a computer that can run GeForce Now, or like, because that's a very realistically interesting discussion you can have these days if you have really good internet service. However, for like this, it all depends on what you play. If you are a person that is fine to wait for the Game Pass release date and you plan on playing all the big AAA titles that year, I'm thinking you're going to save a lot of money, because I mean, $360 is, I mean, let's be real, these days it's what, 4 games, 5 games, if even. So, yeah. I mean, if that's the kind of gamer you are, it's going to be a great value. End of story. I think the issue though is that it's just people aren't really like that. People don't really play every AAA game. People just skip ones entirely sometimes. So it really comes down to like each individual person. How many AAAs do you play? How many indies do you play? Like, what's that ratio? And if it's more indie, it's pretty quickly going to be that this isn't going to be value for you. But you know, if anything else, and I still may be good. I don't think, honestly, with the $10 price increase, I don't know what this is like versus PlayStation. I don't know what this is like versus PS Now. Because PS Now is now the cheaper option. So
is it? Yeah. Let's see.
I think, although Sony's been acting the fool with their pricing over the last couple of years too. So these days I'm not even sure.
A lot of people are probably looking into PS Now without question.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking up. Oh, see your available membership. God, they really make this a pain in the ass. It's $18 for PlayStation Plus Premium.
A little over $200 a year.
Yeah, okay. And that's the best version. Well, for a 12-month sub, you can get it for $160. So they do that like price.
Yeah. The only problem is, man, like back in the day, I mean, there were hundreds of PS exclusives on consoles. I mean, what was the latest count? I think I saw an infographic that said the PS5 has like 13 full AAA exclusives or something crazy low.
Not many, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. The real value, I would argue, like I was just saying about the Xbox thing, is if you want to play those new AAA games. So with PS Now, I mean, when you don't really have, I mean, the selection's much less at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's
much less.
Absolute night and day difference between the catalog available to you. So
that makes that cost sting a lot more for sure.
Yeah. But like you said, to echo it again, it depends what you're playing.
Yeah,
depends what you're playing.
Exactly.
So I just realized that I was paying for Ultimate. Now all I wanted was PC Game Pass, so I went and changed it just now.
There you go, saving some money.
And you just added yourself yet another cancellation.
I probably paid like 50 extra bucks that I didn't need to pay over the time I've had Game Pass.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. If you've only been meaning to get PC, that means you've been paying $20 a month for how long?
Yeah, $20 instead of $16.50, I think.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, there's like the deal with okay. I thought you were switching to only PC. I got you.
Yeah.
PC Game Pass, honestly, if you're a PC player, I think that may be the best value.
It might be the best value.
I mean, at under $20, you're going to get all the stuff that comes out on your PC, which is frankly probably what you're going to want to play anyway. Yeah, PC Game Pass is still going pretty strong.
Still pretty good. Until they decide to look at that and be like, well.
you know they're already talking about that. Well, they probably already have that plan for later this year.
They did increase it by like, what, $5? It was $11.99 and now it's $16.50 or $7. True. So, yeah.
The value before it was crazy.
Yeah.
PC Game Pass was nuts.
So that was the big news this past week was the big Xbox Pass, Game Pass price